Greetings. What about Burning Man, huh? That's insane. Interesting. Certainly fits right along with the narrative that's playing out before our eyes. It said, what in the God's wrath is going on at Burning Man? I agree. It's just what it is. I mean, that's the thing is, you can't have, what was the energy in the cards? A whole community set back watching a metaphysical execution chamber. Isn't that what we've been talking about? That's what it is. And then mocking God. And 70,000 people are now stranded in floods. I do remember a reader saying that God was going to be chasing these karmics with storms. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. So what it is, doesn't healing sound nice at about this point? It's just what it is. Thank you for the beautiful 5-star reviews. I mean, when I hear, oh, and thank you to the horse trainer. We changed the names to protect the innocent. I do agree. Pisces Kingdom always comes with the good stuff. It's what it is. And I mean, once again, doesn't healing sound nice? Now, when I hear that people have an issue with Pisces' connection to the divine, my first question is, where's their connection to the divine? Simple enough. And for entire groups to get involved and go against the divine, I mean, as shocking as that sounds, when I hear a reader say to go against the divine light is to lose a day in the light, but yet you still have these altars or whatever they're doing. It's just what it is. When I hear that they're abusing Reiki, that's never going to work. That tells me that they took the attunement without the education, thinking that they could use it for negative purposes. That's the quickest way. That's the first class. You can't use Reiki for negative purposes or you lose your ability. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about that. However, this weather manipulation shit's getting out of control, is it not? Let's do some stranger things, shall we? God got us all that is. Angels, archangels, the cinemasters, the divine white light has to be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time for myself as well as those I do readings for. Namaste. Now think, would greed be a factor at Burning Man? Thank you, Spirit. It's just what it is. That is a manifestation ritual. I mean, when I hear readers talking about they had a thing called what, the orgy dome or something. That's what it is. Just because you have one warlock off in the situation that's harvesting everyone's energy, and I don't want to say that people are stupid, but I mean, let's face it, they go into things as projections of energy with someone always having a dark, there's always a dark agenda somewhere in the situation. However, that's going to be the shocking aspect that that's what it is. I can't get over that you have multiple readers across the planet talking about people wake up on a daily basis to see the 5-star healer meet their metaphysical demise to voodoo and all this other shit. Okay, great. Where is that Earth Angel? Where is that Earth Angel energy? Where is that birth chart that matches mine? Thank you, Spirit. Simple enough. And you think about it. Divine justice is always going to be better than a corrupt system. Simple enough. I've dealt with people that can't see 10 steps ahead before. Thank you, Spirit. That's what it is. And now they're in natural disasters. Okay, cool. I can't do anything about that. And I agree with Pisces Kingdom. Pisces, you have to make a choice. You can't just keep letting the universe make the decisions for you and line things up on your destiny due to destiny swappers and blah, 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 blah. Okay, great. So I'm looking for that Earth Angel. I made the decision. And I'd love y'all's help. We're looking for that Earth Angel so that I can invest in their business. Simple enough. That's not that hard. It's not that hard, because what you're going to have is a bunch of people unemployed. Okay, great. The world needs more healers. The world needs a lot of healing. Thank you, Spirit. Simple enough. You're going to have a lot of people and corporations that just seem to be, the whole chairboard is just, that's what it is. You can't tell me that if universal life force energy is the interconnectedness of universal life force energy, it's the glue that bonds us all together. And then you have individuals using the power of three, covert narcissists, three individuals that don't care who they hurt, projecting their energy into candle magic, voodoo dolls, the opposite of everything that revolves around my business, the opposite of that. Okay, great. Pisces, they attacked your investments. What, Gaia Media? They attacked Gaia Media? Because I can remember Kenneth Todd had health issues. I have divine protection, and Kenneth Todd had health issues, and the market crashed. Okay, cool. What does the power of three, and I mean, take the fucking charmed aspect out of it. It's the information. Where the information comes from is regardless. It's the power of three. Cool. So if we know that the market is narrowed down due to health, wealth, and relationships, and you have them doing negative, dark agenda business around health, wealth, and relationships, and there is a negative, feminine, mutable sun high priestess energy, a negative plus a negative equals a negative. Thank you, Spirit. So that's system failure. That's just exactly what the starseed reading was about. That you're here to break them out of the abuse and the shit that we have all suffered through the dark times and the dark ages of the wealthy abusing their power. Thank you, Spirit. Simple enough. Because that's my question, is when I hear Mystic 9 say, when evil goes up against an earth angel, war angels and their destruction is soon to follow. Great, where are those earth angels? It's just what it is, because to me that sounds pretty valuable. That sounds like somebody you definitely don't want to fuck around and find out. Well, where are they? Because I certainly don't want to fuck around and find out. I don't. I'm not going into another karmic cycle. So Pisces, they can't believe you walked away from what? Another karmic cycle? Absolutely, I did. Thank you, Spirit. Simple enough. Simple enough. And it's what it is. You got to think, when I hear a reader tell me that the God, the universe, the 7 Hermetic principles, along with the 8 sigil or the golden rule, the sun energy, was allowed to destiny swap. Okay, cool. So then that's telling me that sun, water, Leo rising fire, Gemini moonshine, which would be a temptation. That would be the divine bait. That would be a temptation for the devil to take the opportunity, right, to destiny swap with the earth angel and bring all the little trigger demons into destiny swap with what? The lake of fire? That's fire water. Thank you, Spirit. And prove me wrong. That's what it is. Simple enough. Simple enough. Prove me wrong. It's what the birth chart says. No one else can figure it out. It's the best that I came up with. And, people are doing everything they can to take that individual out when that's the exact thing that gets them destiny swapped into that karma. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, thank you. That's what it is. They don't like you're ascending higher than, okay, cool. I'm not responsible for the actions of others, the feelings of others. No one can affect the way you feel except you. And That's what it is. And the fact that they have affected your health, kept you dumbed down, lower vibrational, in states of fear, everything that Dolores Cannon talks about in 117 countries, and America's doing everything they can to cover up years of oppression. The greatest slaves on the planet, thank you, Spirit, are the ones that think they are free. Simple enough. I can't do anything about that. What it is. The minute you hear a reader say, Pisces, your light triggers their demons, and then the church is triggered, cool, then what does that tell you? Simple enough. Thank you, Spirit. The justice system is triggered? Holy shit! Oh no! What do we do? That's what it is. Can't do anything about that. I mean, the entire story of Iblis is that a jinn would come down to earth with a band of angels, and he would come to the left of them and come to the right of them. He'd come before them and behind them, take them all down to hellfire with him, because Allah knew his intentions, knew he wanted to be the chief. He wanted to be the fucking 5-star reviews. He said most people would be appreciative, except for those who were righteous. Okay, what does that tell you? You surround them with Kundalini fire or holy fire or healing. And they picked a destiny. Well, that's a great idea. Let's take the temptation of the divine bait, because the Lord works in mysterious ways. Thank you, Spirit. They took the lesson instead of the blessing. They chose the karma instead of the dharma. Imagine that. Imagine that. Left brain, right brain, subconscious mind, and really have no one else to blame other than their system that keeps you dumbed down, lower vibrational. So it is. And these people down here are a direct reflection of these people up here. But these people up here control the narrative and profit off of the death of these people down here. Cards in the upright. No, cool, we'll flip it around. What is the focus on the situation, Spirit? Ooh, the Page of Scoops. Haven't we got this card enough? Look at all those cards in the deck, and this one just keeps popping out. Must be the energy that's still in the collective. There is no spoon, Neo. It reminds me of the song about having you come to the party with the empty cup. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. There is a group of covert narcissists who have tried to cash in on the spiritual community. Cool. Spiritual community comes with spirits and karma. Simple enough. Great. So the teacher takes on the karma of the students. Pisces was able to wait it out and ascend and heal, while these other individuals led everyone into a karma cycle. How many people is that? 70,000 in at Burning Man, as far as I'm concerned. And that's the general energy in the collective, is greed. That's what it is. The 3 of Scoops in the upside down position. That's what it is. I mean, August 3rd would certainly be a very, very important date. That's what it is. Or I'm sorry, September the 3rd would certainly be a very, very important date. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Simple enough. That's 09. Okay, great. That's 9 represents divine endings and conclusions. The 3rd is mind, body, and soul. Right? 2025 equals 9. That's divine endings and conclusions. So that's that 99 surrounding God force around the mind, the body, and the soul. And you've got, what in the God's wrath is happening at Burning Man? And the first comment says that's what happens when you mock God. Well, isn't that what we've been talking about for over a year now? The King of Strands. Look at that. Look at that armchair magician. You got to think. That's when I hear that in the cards, that individuals were upset that their baneful practices weren't working, and they tried something over and over, and sooner or later, because what? Because they wanted to keep what they do in the dark hidden from the light, the polar opposite. Cool. This is a burden that Pisces can't handle. Well, yeah, those are Pisces that are doing it. Those are the dark Pisces. Imagine that. A whole group went up against an earth angel, and now war angels, and the destruction they bring follows. Look at that. The Eight of Strands. Karma. What a tangled web the group has weaved. That's what it is. Simple enough. What is the problem? I'm not anywhere in that ball. I'm right here behind it. I'm just shining light on it from behind. It's just what it is. Can't do anything about that. So Pisces, thank you, horse trainer. When Pisces kingdom brings the good stuff. Pisces, people are shocked that you walked away. What? From that 8 right there? That's an 8. See that? That's an 8. That's an 8 of strands. Yeah, right? So they can't believe. Pisces kingdom, I put it in the community page. Pisces kingdom can't believe. The people are shocked because they can't believe that Pisces walked away. What do we need to remember? This is what we walked away from. You got to think about it. If you go over to Scott Morgan's channel, right, the INFJ consciously unconscious human, he talks about where the temporal meets the super temporal, and the light is inviting. The light is truth, right? The light is not frightening. The light is inviting. Okay, cool. Go watch the video. Go watch Scott Morgan's shit. However, keep in mind that when it's showing that gift of sight that the INFJ has, he shows a ball of wire on a transformer on a phone pole. Looks just like this. And that's what he says. He says the harder the dynamic is to understand, the easier it is for the INFJ. That's why they can't figure it out. That's what he says. The harder the dynamic is, the easier it is for us to understand. And they can't believe that Pisces walked away. Thank you, horse trainer. And you're right. Pisces kingdom does bring the good stuff. However, if you watch that reading and you hear her say, Pisces, people are shocked. It's in my community post. Pisces, people are shocked that you walked away. Well, yeah, because I walked away from something that looked like this. You got a couple lights scattered about. It's just with a couple stars, a couple paid actors, right? Look at that arrow. See how that arrow is pointing up, right? So you've got this group of spiritual narcissists that were shining the light on them, wound up in a big old ball of shit that Pisces walked away from. Imagine that. Simple cross-reference. Cross-reference, people are shocked that Pisces walked away, and then go check out the Scott Morgan INFJ Consciously Unconscious Human video. And it's when you know that. When the INFJ ventures into the planes of light, they come back changed and simultaneously shunned. Okay, cool. We know that. Licensed MBTI counselor, he'll tell you that. Simple enough. NDE certainly did that shit. That takes you right to the planes of light. The astral realms of frequency and light. Okay, cool. It's always here. That's the whole point of the Bodhisattva speech that Alan Watts would give, right? Project of Buddha doesn't walk off into pure nirvana, right? The Bodhisattva sees that as, they come back because we see both worlds as the same. Activate your astral sight, you'll see both worlds as the same. Look at that, the two strands, the duality of the situation. Two Pisces walking between the worlds, you think so? And when they tell you that Pisces is walking between the worlds of the light and the dark, angels and demons, positive and negative energy, cool. There's a third aspect of that. That's what they were talking about. Angels, demons, and the Holy Ghost, a jinn, whatever you want to call it. It's universal life force energy. It's connected to all dimensions. My past life regression, involved wispy people. I hear a reader say Pisces, they think you're an interdimensional time traveler. Okay, great. QHHT, Dolores Cannon will tell you that shit's time travel. You're taking people back to a past life. Great. Interdimensional, yeah, my past life regression wasn't in this dimension. And you got Chicago. Pisces, God plucked the Earth Angel from the underworld. Okay, cool. That's ties to Ra. And you've got Ra energy all off in the cards. That's descendant of 316 Jesus. Pisces, they treated you the same way they treated Jesus. Okay. That's what it is. It's 316. 888 is the Redeemer frequency. If you break it down into vibration, frequency, and energy. What channel are we watching? Are we watching the Morning Star of putting your faith into aren't ye all gods with the Most High? That's what Dolores Cannon taught us, right? What is the Lucifer Morning Star? I am God. I am over. No, only demons go against the divine plan. You have to sort. It's what it is. We're following the Dharma path. We are co-creating with the divine and not creating against the divine. What is the problem? My light triggers demons that rebel against the divine. They don't want to see Pisces win. It has nothing to do with Pisces. It's the light that we're connected to. This is all that matters. Don't worry about this. Worry about this, the light. The universal life force energy. This is bigger than all of us. They're worried about this being successful. No. This is going to have its way. There's nothing you can do to this light. It's going to have its way no matter what. There's no way out of it. Right? And my simple belief is through shamanism, the oldest known form of spirituality. The shaman, they did not like photography. Why did they not like photography? They believed that it captured your soul. You have energy readers talking about the divine light was able to instantly judge individuals. Okay, cool. That's the light, like a flash, taking a snapshot of their soul, and then they have to grow from that picture. If I take a movie frame of still, you've got frames in the projector. If I take this frame and separate them and throw them on opposite ends of the universe, those are different dimensions. They have absolutely nothing to do with one another. I just saw a guy that figured out the two slit marble experiment. I'm going to go watch that, see what he's come up with. Anyway, I think about that. Those two different frames in a film projector, and we're all watching a film play out before our eyes. You throw those two frames on opposite ends of the universe, they have absolutely no correlation with each other. This is a dimension. This is a dimension. This is now. This has absolutely nothing to do with this. Two complete confirmation. Two completely different timelines. Thank you for that 132. Sweet Pisces, how do you keep getting your messages from the angels? I've linked up. I gave them consent. I consent to my angels. I consent to my guides. I consent to the unknown. The paranormal INFJ content and On Track can tell you that. But that's the thing. Pisces, if they don't know what you're doing, they can't ruin it. Well, yeah, it's basically keeping a triggered demon that's rebellious against the divine light. They're worried about this. The light has nothing to do with it. Those are two separate frames. The light is in every frame. The light that's in my frame is in your frame too. Simple enough. And I'm telling you that the aspect of shaman, seeing the flash of a camera is capturing your soul. That's what it is. And you got readers talking about soul retrieval and okay, great. It shit all ties in together one way or another. Do your research. Do. When I hear a reader say, Pisces, keep calling your energy back. Okay, cool. My technique involves calling my energy back from all timeline, spaces, and dimensions. I know 3 different ways to do it. So if I'm using all 3 of them at the same time and my past life wasn't in your dimension, What do you think that means when the technique is calling your energy back from all timelines, spaces, and dimensions, past lives, known and unknown, seen and unseen, when my past life wasn't even in your dimension? That's calling in the light and the dark that protects the Earth Angel. Danny Bristow can teach you that. It's what they're all talking about what we do. Great. Where are the others? We're calling in the others. Simple enough. What I am attracting is attracting me. You can't work with trigger demons. The light triggers them. Simple enough. Pisces, your light irritates their demons. Cool. I can't deal with people that are irritated. It's simple enough. There's two ways of looking at that. That can be all of us ascending up out of this ball of bullshit. Page of Scoops. The Page of Scoops. The Page of Scoops. In the upright position for our focus card. When a page turns up, it's a call to evaluate your surroundings. Oh, what, you mean like the community that was expecting the sacrifice of an earth angel? That's kind of a demonic community, isn't it? The Page of Scoops is keenly interested in keeping things real, much like Erica Sinclair, who is known for reporting just the facts. She brings vibrant ambition and a youthful energy to your reading, but has the maturity to suggest you slow things down and determine whether you're going in the right direction. She isn't afraid of failure, but does indicate a need to decide whether potential benefits outweigh the risk. Well, that would be the thing. I mean, if you've got the very first comment in the Burning Man incident being, that's why you shouldn't mock God. If you've got multiple readers saying, touch not my anointed because we have an anointed crown, it's just what it is. Temperance angel energy that's calling judgment on their energy. I judge what I allow in my energy. We're going on YouTube and it triggers demon. Look to the right. You can look to the left. Demon. Now you know what you got to work on. 3 of Scoops. 3 of Scoops. That's what it is. I mean, you can't have readers telling you for a month that greed was going to catch up to these individuals and cause natural disaster type karma. And then you have 70,000 people trapped in floods at Burning Man. That is a ritual for manifestation. You hear that? So how many of you guys get messages from strange running water sounds? I'll tell you a story about that real quick. How much time have I wasted? So Dolores Cannon did a thing in Johannesburg, South Africa, one of her talks. $200 tickets, sold tons of them. And then when she gets there, somebody showed up and said, you know what? This is the kind of area where they believe in voodoo and hoodoo and all that other shit. And they think all of it is like taboo. It's just like taboo shit. And I can't remember the whole story, but the basic thing was they either like, it was almost like they had brought Dolores Cannon there just to humiliate her or some shit. And she works with the angels. So she's thinking, oh man, how is this going to turn out? These people don't believe in this shit. They believe in that shit. We work with Reiki teddy bears. They believe in voodoo dolls. They don't see the correlation between, they don't see opposites. They think everything is finite. Best way I can put it. Anyway, now here they've paid their $200 and they're there for whatever reason, whether it be positive or negative. Dolores Cannon, she didn't know. So everybody's ready to come in and water is leaking from the ceiling. So they got to shut everything down. She's thinking, oh God. Here are all these people that don't believe in the 3 waves of volunteers. They don't believe in star seeds, indigo children, crystal children. They think it's all magic and hoodoo, that Dolores is trying to, pull a fast one on them. But yeah, they got to shut everything down, move everybody out because water's coming from the ceiling. So they come in with trash cans and they catch the water. People see them carrying the water out. They come in and they're like, hey, you can bring people back in, but we don't know where the water's coming from. There's no fucking pipes in the ceiling. Dolores had miracles happening in her office every day, and that meetup in South Africa, where'd the water come from? You can't tell anybody it didn't happen. They had to shut the thing down, bring trash cans in to catch the fucking water coming out of the ceiling. And the maintenance is like, well, we don't know where it's coming from. There's no pipes in the ceiling. How the fuck is water just appearing? Dolores is there to talk about portals and aliens. Think about that. That's what it is. That's the thing. And then you got people that fucking she was worried about having to convince. And they come in and that's all they could talk about. Where the hell did the water come from? They were ready to listen to aliens, like 3-1 Atlas. They didn't care. Star seeds. We'll listen to anything you got to say. Something very, very paranormal just happened in here. The 3 of scoops in the upside down. When upside down, the 3 of scoops suggests that you may prefer to be a crew of 1. It's perfectly fine to want to work individually. Just keep in mind that you may need assistance at some point. Even the best captains need a first mate, and even if you can't go it alone, just know you don't have to. What is? Every bat signal could use a Batman. So every Batman needs a Commissioner Gordon, but if we're looking at the leadership that's low on the totem pole of making it to heaven, chances are they've all been led to the lake of fire. It's just what it is. Who knows? I'm not worried about any of that. Not my concern. Things you don't talk about. Politics and religion. Yeah, that's why we focus on spirituality. There is a spirit to politics. There is a spirit to religion. Is it a demonic spirit? That's fucking your own perception. The King of Strength. Does my light trigger their demons? The King of Strands. The King of Strands. That's the thing is you can't have clients coming to me with a daughter that has I've got photographic evidence of her shape shifting. The photograph explained the 3 fates to me, and the 3 fates were in the cards. I explained it to the client. She agreed. Yes, this resonates with me. The same way the horse trainer, Pisces Kingdom's bringing the good stuff. Yeah, it's just what it is, right? And I qualify them. Does this help you out? Yes, that resonates. That makes a ton of sense. That way it's not someone believing me, it's someone trusting in me to hand them information that can possibly help them out. Okay, great. So, and then you've got readers talking about them doing ancient Egyptian forbidden magic on an earth angel with the Egyptian devil's djinn. Okay, cool. That's that body jumper energy that all these readers are picking up on. That is the energy they talk about following the Earth Angel lifetime after lifetime. And now we have completed a cycle and that entity's going back on the whole groups. What the readers say. I can't do anything about that. I am not concerned about people that are now having to deal with spiritual attachments. It's what is Reiki for entity removal? It's what it is. What is my problem with this situation? If it is their karma, there's no way out of it. That's what they came here to learn. That's the karmic lesson. They tried to use Pisces past. This is what a reader said. They tried to use Pisces past life energy against him, only to find out that Pisces already learned that lesson in a past life. We've done that shadow work. Now this is their lifetime to learn that. Okay, cool. If you've got Chicago talking about God plucked the Earth Angel from the underworld to ascend this lifetime, then that means these individuals are now learning the lesson of a Kundalini fire djinn master, and they go to The master becomes the servant. That means they go to the underworld. How they get out of the underworld, it's not my concern. It's not my karma to learn. I've already learned that lesson. The King of Strands in the upright. Bob Newby, superhero. Is there anything this king can't do? This card brings help right when you need it. A reliable friend, a trusted leader, and someone to remind you everything is going to be okay. If you are acting as the King of Strands for others, it's due to your natural charm and quiet confidence, much like the beloved Bobby. Every time I hear that, all I can think about is my cousin Bobby made train wrecks disappear for the railroad. But you got to think, we have to think about that. So if you've got all of these people needing an exorcism, okay, great. Well, then that's job security for people that do exorcisms. I'm not saying the entity can't be removed. I'm saying they got to give consent for it. Right? Going into the new earth, these lower vibrational energies will not have any, they won't be able to survive. Okay, great. So if it's a last ditch effort for shadow beings to attach to density, because that's what spirit does, it attaches to the density, the lower vibrations. Simple enough. Right? And then when the reader says that, and I can go right, fucking Google it. It's a simple Google search. Does it match things that you've never heard of before? Yeah, you've never heard of it. Doesn't mean it's not fucking real. Energy is very real. Energy transfer, absolutely real. Perfect example. If a Reiki master can transfer Reiki, a distance healing session, a remote healing session, and then I can watch Lee that's on my Facebook. I'm telling you, I'll bring this shit up over and over again. Just for the simple fact that he has the same mentality some of my clients have had. They come with the problem, you give them the advice, your thoughts control the reality, so they don't believe in the advice that you give them. He believes he's being tormented by demons. You can see the bottoms of his feet. That's the polar opposite. You see a Reiki master's palms, you see the bottoms of Lee's feet. We're surrounded by angels, he's being tormented by demons. They're telling him, you're getting weakly. Well, WTF? What is going on? This is horrible. I bet it is, Lee. It's what it is. Go see INFJ Pocahontas last August getting arrested from a shadow being. It's what it is. And he's got the SLS camera, and it shows these pastel stick figures, one walking up to the camera. As soon as I saw that shit, I thought, oh, hell no, shields up. Shields, no, don't you be transmitting any demonic energy through. If I can send Reiki, you can send that demon shit from the other side. No! I'm not going to be on my Facebook where you see the palms of my feet instead of the palms of my hands. So what do you do? And then he's saying, you're thinking of every way that you could possibly help Mr. Lee. And he says it. Yeah, I found these psychics, these mediums, and we called them up and they came and they checked it out and they told me to do this, and this, and I just don't believe any of that shit. Okay, well, cool. So you found them because they're obviously advertising. They were referred to you because they're fucking obviously good at what they do. And then they came there and they gave you some advice. But you don't want to listen. You don't want to take the blessing that they gave you. You'd rather have the getting tormented on fucking YouTube lesson so that you can be the bottoms of your feet on my Facebook. That's what it is. And you feel for them, but that's what it is. That's the block. When they talk about people blocking themselves, that's exactly what it is. They want reward without effort. They want the reward of not being tormented by demons, but instead they're taking the reward of documenting what's happening to them, which is the only thing that keeps them in connection with the creator consciousness. At least he's still creating. But when I'm hearing him give that testimony, I'm just thinking, oh, man, that is the things that the INFJ sees that other people do not. When you hear them say that the Archangel can see things that other people can't, that is what they're talking about. I found these psychic mediums who are highly regarded in what they do. They came to me and gave me some advice, but that advice sounded like they were on substances. No, that's just that advice. This sounds like they fried their brains. They've got 5-star reviews. They've got a hell of a following. They got referred to me, but no, they sounded crazy. They sounded like, well, okay, cool. That's because what they told you got them 5-star reviews, got them recommended, because the people that recommended them to you, those people took their advice. They didn't fucking shun them because their thoughts control reality and then end up being the bottoms of somebody's feet in the UK on my Facebook. Simply, and I've been there. I've been there. I've went and someone gave me the advice. I didn't listen to it. I learned my lesson. I went back. I took their advice, and I got results. Amazing. Fuck yeah. I wanted reward without effort. That when you hear readers say that these people want reward without effort, they want the psychic or the medium to come and wave a magic wand. Demon be gone. That's what it is. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. They want to go to Burning Man and they want to have the ritual, but they don't want the karma that has been built up in that area for God knows how long. In times of revelation, we've got biblical prophecy, and it doesn't have to be biblical. Take the Bible out of it. It's Hopi prophecy. It's the Kali Yuga. It's revelations. It doesn't matter who you go and talk to. They've all got the same prophecies. Imagine that. Imagine everybody's fucking finally coming together on the same page. Imagine that shit. Imagine that. And I think about that. I'm in the pool yesterday and I get the comment from fucking some, lower level non-creating NPC. Stay off the substances, hun. Your brain is fried. Yeah, cool. People like you end up like Lee in the fucking UK with your feet on the bottom of my Facebook. Well, I still maintain my 5-star reviews. Thank you for that, me. So it is. Think about that. And that's what I tell clients all the time. Don't let these people gaslight you. Right? You have done work. You have experienced things. You have raised your consciousness to levels that are way above them. And that's the first thing they're going to say. They don't know what's going on. They've opened the book in the middle. They didn't read the first part of the book or the last part. They haven't heard anything about don't be leaving negative comments in my shit. You want to know what's going on, you call me. It's how I get 5-star reviews and you get karma. It's simple enough. Simple enough. Pisces, you have to be very, very careful who you let in your energy. Oh, yes, I understand that, tarot reader. Go see the comment from me yesterday while I'm chilling in my pool. Does me have a pool? Does me create anything other than fucking comments? That's what it is. Same thing Heavenly Heathen said. Give them the negative attention that they so desperately need. It's the only reason they open their mouth. Simple enough. Once again, you've got to reiterate, and I can't even remember what his channel is. I don't even want to promote the guy's channel. You can go look on my Facebook if you want to see the bottoms of his feet. The caption is, WTF, this is terrifying. What is going on? Well, Lee, you're being tormented by demons. They told you that on your EVP monitor you went and bought. I am Lilith. You've got every tarot reader on the planet talking about Lilith walking the earth. That's what it is. Anyway, that's just it. The psychics and the mediums, the people that listen to those tarot readers that go and give him advice, he thinks, oh, well, they're crazy. They've got a business with reviews and I have a problem. They got referred to me because they've helped someone else, but I don't believe that shit. I believe Scott can have the bottoms of my feet on his Facebook. Think about that. It's simple enough. It said they want reward without effort. That's what it all boils down to. They want the reward of having that energy cleared, but they don't want to put forth the effort that it takes to do it. How many times have you heard a reader say, Pisces, they can't believe you cleared your space? Okay, great. How'd you do it, Pisces? I listened to all that woo-woo shit that no one believes and did it and got results. Amazing how that works. People think I'm absolutely crazy on substances after I have been sober for years. My brain is fried, but yet I got 5-star reviews from the doctors that me will be going to see. On Google. Amazing. Amazing how fucking smart people aren't. 2 of Strands in the upright position. The 2 of Strands beckons you like the lights of the Palace Arcade, inviting you to come play some new games, set a high score, and make your mark. Honor the eagerness you feel, but allow yourself to fully have a beginner's mindset. It's important to fully experience your journey, allowing for proper planning and learning along the way. Simple enough. Now, it's what it is. So if you've got Mystic 9 talking about every time evil goes up against the Earth Angel, war angels and the destruction they bring follows. Great. Okay. So what was Burning Man? Was that a greedy manifestation ritual? That's what Woodward says. Okay, great. Simple enough. Simple enough. How many times has a reader say you have to be careful what you project at that light, because to go against the light with negative intentions is to lose a day in the light. Cool. How many days of the light do you think me lost this morning at 7:30 a.m. being an energy vampire? Simple enough. Right? That's what it is. Go argue with the readers. It's not that people awakening don't want to hear the information. They just don't want to hear it from you. No. They want to take jabs at you. But then when they hear it from someone else, which is called edification, they hear someone edify the truth. They go, oh God, what have I done? Oh my God, what have I done? What have I done? What have I done? And it's a repeating cycle. That's why it's called a karmic cycle. They keep doing the same thing over and over again. The Earth Angel's energy affects people in ways they don't understand. Yes, because the shit they used to be able to do to lower vibrational people, when you raise your vibration and come into union with the light, it works in the opposite ways they don't understand. What we used to be able to do to bottom feeders and catfish, when we try to do that to the master, oh fuck, we get karma. Oh no. We think that person's crazy because the shit we used to be able to do doesn't work on them. I bet that does sound crazy because you keep doing the same insane thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Simple enough. Anyway, go check it out. 70,000 people in a flood at Burning Man right now. So that's what it is. Didn't they have a disaster there last year? Didn't you have Chris Rock and Diplo in the fucking back of a pickup truck last year? It was a disaster, right? Right? And you've got reader after reader talking about God keeps sending these warnings to these people, but they don't care. They keep going against the divine. Hell, to go against the light is to lose a day in the light. It looks like 70,000 people are flooded right now. Burning Man looks like Italy on my birthday. It's just what it is. they don't want Jesus turning water into wine. They want God turning Italy into water, Burning Man into water. You know, it amazes me that they went up against a INFJ mystic Earth Angel. You can Google INFJ mystic. There's plenty of content on YouTube if you don't know how to read. And then you've got Texas having Camp Mystic issues. You can't have these readers calling that shit out, and then it happens. Oh, God, that sounds crazy. Well, yeah, it's even crazier when divination called it out before it happened. That's certainly crazy. It's not doing the same insane thing over and over again, expecting a different result and disaster happening. Simple enough. Anyway, and this is the point where Pisces just takes a step back. That's what it is. Now, you tell us what's going on. That's what it is. Everybody seems to know so fucking much. Great. Why don't you let us know what's going on? That's what it is. How long? A whole year. Because that was the whole point. Was going through a 3-6-9 cycle. It takes 9 months to birth a baby. Cool. What were we birthing? Group karma. What comes around goes around. The entire community sat back waiting to see the execution of an earth angel in the metaphysical form. Okay, cool. So what comes around goes around. When you hear a reader say, Pisces, you will witness their karma. Yeah, my Mind Valley Jose Silva Ultramind screen that has a block put on it so that I can't abuse my abilities is now lit up like a fucking drive-in movie theater, and all I see is people running. Like Forrest Gump, I was running, right? And now you got every reader on the planet talking about Pisces. You will witness their karma. What do you think that is? As a Mind Valley remote viewer, is that how I'm going to witness their karma? Pisces, they can't believe how balanced you are. I can't believe how unbalanced they are, fucking running around on my remote viewing screen. That's what it is. Yeah, INFJs are the number one personality type, 20% accuracy in remote viewing, and you have one that is an Earth Angel whose block has been removed. I took Joe's class. Your third eye is blocked. No. My NLP from Vishen Lakhiani and the Jose Mill put a block on there so I couldn't abuse my abilities. Right? I hear there's a whole group that's now getting karma from fucking abusing their remote viewing abilities, getting stuck in the astral and shit. Is that true? Is that true? That's what it is, because my block, I would tell them in the class, I'm like, man, my third eye, I've got my remote viewing screen, but there's a big fucking X on it. Well, yeah, when you take Mind Valley's Jose Silva Ultramind, Vishen Lakhiani puts a block on your remote viewing so you can't abuse your abilities. Isn't that amazing? And now my shit's lit up like the 4th of July, and there's nothing but people running. How the fuck do you predict people running? How can you identify it? I'm looking for landmarks and shit with legs going everywhere. Simple enough. Simple enough. And that's absolutely going to sound crazy to anyone that hasn't taken the Jose Silva mind control method. It's going to sound absolutely nuts. Chi ball manifestation? What the fuck is he talking about? The Jeffrey Allen duality course. It's very, very simple. And I'm excellent at it. Ancient excellent at it. So that's what it is. It's simple enough. How does Pisces keep doing this? Well, we keep tapping into our Akashic records. There's an Akashic records? Yeah, and fucking content been out for how long? That's what it is. They don't want Pisces stepping into their power. It's the first thing the Kabbalion tells you. He who understands the principle of vibration holds the scepter of power. And they can't figure out why they're getting karma. Well, because we keep raising our vibration, and he who understands the principle of vibration holds the scepter of power. Oh, we don't want Pisces standing in their power. You shouldn't have let me raise my vibration, you lower vibrational fuck. Anyway, simple enough. And what are we going to do? What are we going to do about Burning Man? We've had that energy in the cards for months about the group orgy situation for sex magic, manifestations for greed, karma coming back to bite these people in the ass with God chasing them with storms. Okay, great. That energy has been in the cards for, very, very long warning. They've had months to prepare for that not to happen. And that's the question. Are they going to put off Burning Man, or are they just so tempted? And the very first comment says, that's what happens when you mock God. Well, hell, that's what we've been telling them in divination for months now. And this is the year of the snake. So that's what it is. Last year, the year of the dragon. 2024 breaks down into an 8. Pisces finished that 8-year cycle. Now, we're seeing the year of the snake play out before our eyes. Look at all the snake heads that are falling off. Pisces, you walked away from that. Fuck yeah, I didn't want to be a part of the coiled up snake. I know the horse trainer is watching. I know she's going to love this. Pisces kingdom's bringing the good stuff. Yes, people are shocked that Pisces walked away. Well, it is the year of the snake. And when you have all of these snake heads all coiled up together like a snake's den, and each head's just kind of popping off, when the head of the snake pops off, the body follows. All the devil lights, these are your morning stars, the group of devils, the group of demons, not the one light connected to the halo, connected to the divine, they treated you like Jesus. Is that true, Blue Rose Temple? They did. They treated us like Jesus. Is that what it is? Like a bunch of little devils? Like a bunch of little devils? Because that would be the light of Lucifer. That's your Lucifer's, your snake's head, your serpent's path to power, and a snake's den. Right? So now as each one of these lights, poof, pops off, the whole snake's body goes with it. We're leading you down the ascension path. Look at us, we're leading, but we can't get out of the ball of shit we created by going against an earth angel. Oh God, look at all the war angels and the destruction they bring, shining light on the snake's den. Simple enough. We're watching it play out before our eyes. So patience is needed. It's what it is. When a snake's head comes off, it takes a little. That snake's head can still bite you. The body's still flopping around. Simple enough. Who knows is itching on that one? Simple enough. Simple enough. So yeah, now, and I agree with Pisces Kingdom. Now less is more, and I'm going to call it less is low. Less is low because while I'm focusing on calling things into me, everybody can focus on getting out of their karmic cycle. Simple enough. So currently, there's 70,000 people trying to figure out how to fucking escape Burning Man. Namaste.